Another rogue trader has cost a bank billions. This time it's UBS in Switzerland reporting the losses. The first public word of the problem for the financial institution came in a brief statement before markets opened Thursday. The bank said it had discovered a loss due to unauthorized trades amounting to some $2 billion.
This is more bad news on top of $65 billion in losses at UBS, and now to find that there's a rogue trader who's been allowed to lose another $2 billion in a quarter is just mind-boggling.
Police in London said they arrested a 31-year-old UBS trader, Kweku Adeboli, in the alleged fraud, although UBS was declining to confirm his name. His profile on the networking site LinkedIn shows he spent the past 5 years working at the bank's European equity trading division. Up until a few months ago, Adeboli lived in a loft apartment in East London, where the landlord says the rent was a hefty £4,000 a month, the equivalent of more than $6,300. The UBS case immediately evoked memories of Jérôme Kerviel, who secretly gambled away nearly €5 billion worth at French bank Société Générale in a fraud uncovered just 3 years ago. Back in the 90s, the man who may have pioneered rogue trading in the modern era was mobbed when he returned to Britain after being freed from a Singapore jail. Nick Leeson lost more than $1 billion in unauthorized futures trades and caused the collapse of Barings Bank. Observers worry the fresh case could illustrate banks in general and UBS in particular haven't learned lessons, not from the earlier instances of fraud and not from the subprime mortgage problems that kicked off the world's financial crisis at the end of the last decade.
I think this is just going to be another blow to an already fragile world economy. Here we have UBS shares are down almost 11% today. And the fear that most investors are going to have is if this can happen at UBS, given the recent events at UBS and what we would expect would be extra care at UBS, can this still be happening everywhere else? And what's the next bank?
Ironically, reining in banking giants was a topic of debate in Switzerland's parliament Thursday, though the scheduling was a coincidence. Karen Sloan, The Associated Press.